Do you know that Indonesia has been facing a food crisis since the first day of its Independence Day? Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to talk about it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Lautan Hesychia Usha. Indonesia, as the third biggest rice consumer country after China and India, consumes 38.4 million tons of rice per year. It means each person consumes 89 kilograms of rice per year. The rice we eat every day comes from countryside farmers who contribute around 19% of national rice production. The 10% is imported, but you might think easy. The truly is maintaining rice availability is a great challenge for the whole society. The challenge comes from the large number of agricultural land conversions, degradation of water resource, decreasing soil fertility, and the symptoms of decreased productivity. Then, is the government doing enough for us? And are we doing the best for our next generation? In this occasion, I will explain the reasons why you are facing the food crisis and why we have to solve it, but not with the food estate concept. In fact, every Indonesian government regime has made effort to strengthen our national food security, such as Revolusi Hijau in the Sukarno and Suharto era, Lumbung Padi Merauke in the SBY era, and continued by President Jokowi. Unfortunately, all forms of those good intentions regarding this goal are never linear with the reality. I mean, corruption, collusion, and nepotism are getting crazier each year. And instead of the government starting to empower its people from the grassroots level, they are precisely marginalizing them by prioritizing their personal interests, such as auctioning concession permits and evicting indigenous people by taking over their forests. As a result, people who want to keep living are taking a shortcut. They are doing illegal mining, deforestation, hunting of endangered flora and fauna, and so on. This makes things worse. The nature which should be a field of our food has shifted into the sand. And what's truly ironic is the government turns a blind eye to the existing of environmental studies, which is the issue of climate change. And it is real. And the government even legitimized the Paris agreements and Tokyo Protocol. Then there are cultural values that are neglected. How the ancestors saw nature as an all-in-one box and nature in synergy with human life. But unfortunately, our trias politica actually treats it as extractively to be used as a simple practical money-making box. All right, the concept of food self-sufficiency is indeed very good. It makes us independent and empowered on our own food. However, because food is an essential thing that concerns the lives of many people, so a comprehensive analysis is needed when the government wants to ratify a related policy. Unfortunately, seeing the facts here in Indonesia, the government keeps repeating its mistake. In 1996, Suharto echoed the food estate concept with the aim of making Indonesia as a rice exporter in Asia. He cleared 1 million hectares of tropical rainforest in Palangkaraya, Central Kalimantan, to make rice fields. However, it is a very sad fact the project failed and it caused long-term problems for the local community. There are no forest products anymore. Arable land often burns because of its peatlands in dry season, and the income of the people decreased every year, on average 3.5%. But this mistake, it's repeated in President Jokowi era. As I said before, the idea is good, but this is not creating food self-sufficiency for the whole society, from Sabang until Merauke. This makes a rice self-sufficiency for a few communities. We know Indonesian food is not only rice. There is sagu, corn, sweet potatoes, and sorghum. However, it is unfortunate that the Green Revolution was only oriented towards one type of food. For what reason, consuming rice is considered to have a higher social status in Indonesia. So the real fact that is covered by cliches is that not all areas are suitable to be used as a rice fields or the culture of the local community because because the culture of farming rice doesn't just appear. We know that outside Java and Bali, the transmigrants print rice fields. As we know too, Dayak people hunt, Celebes people eat corn, and Papuans eat sagu. The failure of this food storage project wasn't only due to the monetary crisis in 1998, but also because it wasn't based on good environmental and cultural studies. And even though all the calculations are going well, this concept takes up too much environmental expenses, especially because it sacrifices too much of the forest and its contents, and moreover, the social culture of the local community, which is our true wealth, and it is fading. Food production should be managed by each community and not concentrated in one location, even less homogenizing food. And because it is a daily necessity, food production location should be close to consumers without recovering extra transportation costs. We can see the Badui tribe. They even have rice reserves for 4 years. Then there's something that is too sad to know that this food estate is managed by a company. So the people who work on their land uh, only have the status as a laborer, not land owners, let alone sovereign over their crops. So, what is the difference between nowadays and the colonial era? As my closing, I have a little statement from farmer from Kendeng, Middle Java. Kami ini manusia, bukan mesin. Hutan dan alam sediakan semuanya. Lalu sawit dan semen bisa apa? Well, I think that's enough. Thank you. See you.